So you're going to put this on what represents the excavator panel, and you can just eye it up there. That's going to be about the center point there. And take that masking tape, and yeah, I know this is in the shop, so it's not windy, so it'll be a little more challenging in the field where it's windy. You're going to want to tack that decal right in place on the panel on the machine. Alright, now if it was a long decal, this same technique works whether the decal is short like this or whether it's 10 feet long. If it was a long decal, you might need a couple of tabs of tape and you might need an assistant to work with you. And the next thing you're going to do is take your tape measure and you're going to find where you want to put it. Now let's say you want to put it, I don't know, 5 inches off the top of the panel. Now with the peel and stick method, you have no way to control that other than to hope you get it right. This method, you can precisely position this decal. So now you can literally lift this up. We're going to get it near to the 5-inch point, and both, notice the D and the L have flat tops to them, so those are good guide marks. I can measure off the top. I don't necessarily need to measure off the bottom. And now what you're going to do is put down what's called a center hinge. Now if that was a really tall decal, let's say you were putting a big decal on an excavator or boom, you don't need to run a whole hinge. You can just put a little bit of that and one there. Now if you're on a windy day and it's starting to grab at these decals, tape is cheap, it's your friend, use a little bit more. Alright, now at that point your decal is locked and ready for installation. So you can pull off your one tab, roll that back, you'll be able to peel that back. And notice how half the decal, let's imagine this was in the wind, half of this decal is permanently situated in place. It's not moving no matter how windy it is. You can now take your scissors, undercut that carrier paper, set that off to the side or crumple it up, get it in the trash can. If you have a tool belt, it's really handy. You can reach in there, grab your squeegee, and you're going to be able to squeegee that decal down. You just start right at the center where the hinge was and smoothly, easily squeegee that decal down. As soon as that's done, you can pull that center hinge off, and you're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. You're going to start from the center, and you're going to work it back the other way. If you can, don't put too much of your finger marking on the decal itself. It's going to be inevitable a little bit, but try to keep your fingerprints off the decal adhesive itself. Same thing, squeegee down that side like that. Nice firm diagonal motions. Then you're going to go back over it one more time. And if you're on fresh paint, you want to be careful. Raw edge plastic squeegees can scratch your paint, so try to keep your squeegeeing right on that transfer tape, that outer cover. Now you're ready to peel this back. When you peel this back, you want to try to keep it at a 45-degree angle and keep it low and tight. Some people peel this stuff off like that, and if it's a difficult surface to work with, you're going to start to lift the vinyl decal material. So try to peel low and at an angle. What you don't want to do, let's get over to the E here. What you don't want to do is peel straight, because if you get to the edge there and you haven't quite squeegeed everything down, it'll actually start to lift that up. So an angle is always better when you can.